Hey everybody, welcome back to Omega Zone Gaming. So I have a video that I'm going to be doing about Dragon Ball Super here soon. I had it already done, ready to put up. I just delayed on actually putting it up. And sure enough, what I said in the video was confirmed in this week's episode. So I'm going to have to redo it with some new thoughts. But on to tonight's video. I've noticed that over the last week since the Comrades DLC came out, Final Fantasy 15 has been hyped up. It's been praised again by, numerous outsources, and even people who hated it at first are praising it. And I don't get it. I really don't. I've defended Final Fantasy 15 for a year now. Well over a year. One of my most viewed, top most viewed videos, along with most negative comments towards me and my defense of it, was, why is everybody jumping on the Final Fantasy 15 hate bandwagon? So this video is more of a question of, why now, after all this time of people throwing out the criticisms towards 15, saying it's a horrible story, it's not a great game, and all that. Why is all suddenly adding multiplayer make it a great, fantastic game? A, it takes out the open world. B, it streamlines the combat really horribly. I mean, I still love the combat in Comrades, but I don't like the fact that I can't heal when I need to. Certain things like that piss me off, but that's another video for another time. It's just that, aside from a few new cutscenes that explains how Noctis got to the boat okay, and, what happened leading up to his return. So, minor spoilers for anybody who hasn't beaten Comrades yet. There's not a whole lot that adds to this game. Yet, same YouTubers who were criticizing it, same people on Twitch who were criticizing it, same people on Facebook who were criticizing the game, while I was sitting here defending it, you can look at my videos defending it, are now up in arms defending the game, saying, oh, it's one of the greatest games of the year. I don't understand why adding multiplayer all suddenly takes something that somebody thought was subpar and catapults it to one of the greats. There are multiplayer Final Fantasies out there. Final Fantasy 14, Final Fantasy 11, hell, Final Fantasy 9 if you want to plug in two controllers and have only one person controlling the world map and then playing multiplayer that way. This is what my point is your opinion, well, not your opinion, but the opinion of people who were on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook and Twitch just ripping this game a new one, all suddenly changed for, 9 hours of multiplayer? I literally timed one guy's playthrough on YouTube, and he literally beat it in 9 hours. Now, I'm sure he started a new Game Plus run and everything, but I'm sure if you did everything you could do, it probably would take a little bit more than 9 hours, upgrading every single weapon you bought, stuff like that. But the original 15 was 60 plus hours if you did everything. 60 plus hours. I put over 200 hours into it before the DLC even came out. Which these DLC adds about another 10 hours. So 9 hours of a multiplayer really took it from almost unplayable to some people's opinions to the greatest game of all time? I'm confused on that. Why? Multiplayer does not automatically make everything better. I would love an MMO .hack game someday. Do I want them to shoehorn multiplayer into .hack GU? No. I would someday love a truly MMO SAO game. I don't like the stuff they've shoehorned into the game so far. I haven't played Fatal Bullet yet, and maybe that's going to be the catalyst that changes. Especially considering it looks like it takes a bit from Destiny and Division. So maybe that'll be the catalyst for change there. Other games. I'm just playing Assassin's Creed. I love for there to be a 100% truly co-op. Not the crap co-op they gave us in Unity, but a truly co-op Assassin's Creed game. Yes, I would, but I don't want it shoehorned in. Well, I will say, Square, this wasn't a shoehorn. This obviously took some work. There's brand new cutscenes. You had to get actors back from the Kingsglaive movie because Leonidas is back. You had to get the voice actors for all the characters from the main game back. While I appreciate the hard work you put into Comrades, and I am having fun with Comrades, I do like Comrades. This is not a video hating on Comrades. This is a video trying to wrap my head around why a year ago, up until last week, this game for 90% of the population, aside from true RPG fans who sat there and analyzed it, people like me, people like Final Fantasy Peasant, people like, Final Fantasy Union, people who actually sit there and analyze every details of these games, go through all the in-game stuff, find all the secrets, dig through everything, dig through files to find out what was removed, dig through files to find out what story is. Why was this game a failure to everybody but us? But now that there's multiplayer, it is a rousing success. It's one of the greatest games ever. Might even make its way back into the Game Awards again. Game Awards this year, as a top contender. Why is all this all suddenly thrown into there? Because of multiplayer. The story has always been here, guys. This gameplay has always been here, guys. These graphics have always been here, guys. This audio and music has always been here, guys. And in fact, with the exception of the main theme for Comrades, I feel the audio's taken a bit of a hit in this expansion. Aside from voice acting. Getting the Kingsglaive actors back, genius choice. I'm trying to figure it out. Why this went from a, 1 out of 5 or 2 out of 5 for a lot of people to now being a 5 out of 5 game because of multiplayer. We want to prove companies like EA and Activision wrong that, you need single player content and that microtransactions are bad. But then we hate on a game that is single player content, almost no microtransactions, aside from some dinky swords and clothing you could buy, and a couple season pass stuff, to now a multiplayer game. What are they supposed to think? We just proven the exact opposite of the point we've been trying to make, that we want better single player content. We just proved from Final Fantasy 15 going to one of the most hated RPGs by the general community to one of the best with a multiplayer expansion. We just proved all these other companies that are like, we know what the public wants. They want multiplayer. We just proved them right. We did. If this wouldn't have had any more gout to it than what the main game had, nobody would blink twice. But now, every company is going to come out of the woodwork and say, wait, Comrades took Final Fantasy 15 from one of the worst judged Final Fantasies of all time, with the exception of the Lightning Trilogy, and made it one of the best judged. That means people really do want multiplayer-only games. You see where the problem is here, people. I love the fact that more people are discovering Final Fantasy 15. But what I want from everybody is for them to go in and play that single player. Play companions. I'm going to play companions, but play the single player also. That way you get the actual story. That way you get the actual depth of characters, the depth of the world. There is a depth. If you go to areas at the end game, there is an amazing amount of depth in the world. And 15 just keeps getting better and drawing that out. But what we're doing now, right now, is saying, hey, guess what? We don't care about that. We care about multiplayer. Anyway, that's just my rant time for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with my Dragon Ball Super speculation video that I was going to get out before they went ahead and confirmed pretty much everything I was saying. So I got to find ways to reword it and work it around a little bit. Until then, like if you like, comment if you want, sub if you want, and if you do, remember to hit that notification bell so you know when video comes up. And this is Omega Zone Gaming. Have a good one, guys, and I am out.